keep healthy, study at home, enjoy your life with your family. Don't go anywhere. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everybody. Good morning my beloved and my smart student at home. Time is money. Don't put something small. And like father, like a son. Have you heard about this expression? Everybody knows? What is it? Guess it? Okay, we call this in Bahasa. In Bahasa Indonesia, we call proverb. In Bahasa Ingggris. Okay, my student? And now, today, we are going to study about proverb and riddle. But the first meeting, I would like to talk about proverb. Okay, proverb. So, what is proverb? And what is advantages of using proverb? And why we learn proverb? And what kind of proverb? And what type of proverb we know in our life? You know what is proverb, everybody? Proverb is a kind of. And why we learn about proverb? And now let's are going to see that. Why we learn proverb? Because every country has different languages. Every country has different culture. And every region has different culture and languages and how to express their idea in their daily life. And you know why? Proverb used for daily life in the olden time, but for young generation is hardly to use proverb in their daily life. And firstly, let's we're going to think about what is the objective or the goal of studying proverb. First, students are expected to be able to know, to understand, and to use the proverb there in the spoken and written communication. Using them in the daily life to give advice, motivation to the others. Or you can persuade somebody or people to use it. Fourth, to tell the truth. And five, meaning should be applied for our improvement in our life. And also, the last is compare proverb in different languages, different regions. Okay, this proverb. Proverb is a collection of wise saying that utter over advice about how to live your life. In line with this definition, according to www.pelajareditblogspot.com, proverbs are purse or collection of the word having a pitch, adjustment, containing certain definition and give positive suggestion. And now, the student think about and try to use this proverb in your life. Because if you put in the dialogue, this is easy for you if you want to practice in the daily life. My beloved student, by staying at your home, and this is the way how to learn, how you can use proverb to learn English. First, it is good to know the really common English proverb because you hear them come up in the conversation all the time. Sometimes people say that the entire proverb to give advice to the friend, and more often someone will say just part of a proverb. Like this. A proverb can be used to teach people, give the same advice and how the difficult situation and show people what the most important things in life and show the proper way in life. And also proverb, very often used in personal interaction. And proverb can be used to mock someone or criticize someone if they do something mistake, or if you want to make a joke with your friend, you can use to mock someone or your friends. Okay. And now if you study about proverb, mean that we learn about the structure of the proverb. What is the structure of proverb? So in your mind, make a question, come up a question. What is structure of proverb? Proverb often from cluster that share a common structure, opposite parallel, similar parallel, single statement, and statement of explanation and comparison, and descriptive links and used for clause instruction. And if you learn about social general structure, of course we need to learn about language feature of proverb. What is language feature of proverb? Proverb use figurative language. We have analyzed what is the literal meaning in it. Means that we learn meaning behind a meaning. For example, like I would like to say in English, time is money. Mean in Bahasa Indonesia is not like you read like waktu adalah uang. but means that because the time is very important in your life, try to use the time effectively because you never recall your time. Yesterday never back to today. Tomorrow never come back to yesterday. Okay, if you think about social function, we have learned about gender structure, social function, a kind of proverb now. So a kind of proverb in our daily life, because we come from Sastra. You know that you call in Sastra, Bahasa saya. I give you comparison between Bahasa Sastra, Bahasa Indonesia, and English. In Bahasa Sastra, one of proverb you can learn. Maybe you can heard, or you have heard about this. What is it? Proverb like semakem ajah kau ngijik, semakem ajah kapai kunci. But means it's not enough to translate into Bahasa Indonesia mengajar mujair atau ikan yang sedang berenang. But you try to translate into another word or sentence easy for people or the student to understand what is it. So, for example, in Bahasa Indonesia, like father, like son, is not talking about the physical characteristic or physical. This is talking about if your father is clever, mean that you are clever, so you are the same with your father. And now let's going to talk about a kind of proverb. First, we call it aphorism. This is in Bahasa Indonesia we call pepatah. What is the function of aphorism? Over advice. For example, I give you for example, don't go too far and small. What does it mean? If you translate it to Bahasa Indonesia, it's not easy, right? Everybody can translate itu Bahasa Indonesia. Jangan pergi terlalu jauh dalam hal kecil. Means that jangan membawa perkara kecil menjadi besar atau membesar-besarkan masalah. The second, the kind of proverb is parable. What is parable? In Bahasa Indonesia we call perumpamaan. What is the function of parable? Parable has a moral value. For example, I give for example, to carry coal to Newcastle. What does it mean? In Bahasa Indonesia, you open dictionary or try to find the internet, means that bagaikan membuang garam ke laut. So it has another meaning behind of that, right? What is the meaning? Bayangkan, imagine if in the sea that a lot of consists about salt, and you put a little bit of salt. So what does it mean? Okay, so remember how many I have mentioned about the kind of proverb? Right, 2. Repeat again. 1, aphorism. 2nd, parable. 3rd, slogan or cameo. Have you heard about? This proverb gives spirit or motivation to somebody or people. For example, early bird gets worm. What does it mean? If we translate into Bahasa Indonesia, early pagi, bird burung, gets mendapatkan, worm cacing or ulat. So imagine, still confused, right? So early bird gets worm mean that setiap makhluk yang bangun di pagi hari pasti mendapatkan rezeki. So think about it, it's hard, right? But by learning, by trying, using in your daily life, make it easy. 4. Idiom. Proverb kinds consists about idioms. What is idiom? Idioms mean a phrase that has grown with different meaning from all the individual meaning. Means that you don't need to translate into one word, another one word. For example, like pull your sock up. What does it mean? Pull your sock up. In Bahasa Indonesia, we call this ambil atau bukalah kaos kakimu. So we try to translate again into real or true meaning. What does it mean? Means that you don't need to be hurried to solve the problem. Or in Bahasa Indonesia, jangan tergesa-gesa mengambil keputusan. Okay, and now student, still in front of your YouTube, we talk about general structure of proverb. There are 4. What is the purse? We call it parallel phrase. For example, have you heard about easy come, easy go? No pay, no gain. Mean that parasa parallel. What is parasa parallel? Setara, sama. Easy come, easy go, no pay, no gain. Easy come, easy go. What is easy come, easy go means? Gampang datang, gampang pula pergi. And no pay, no gain. What does it mean? No pay, no gain. So you can see from the advertisement of wherever you can see that. I'm sure that you have heard. And the second, imperative positive. What does it mean, imperative? Imperative meaning bahasa Indonesia kata kerja pertama, right? Okay. For example, I give you for example. Look before you leave. What does it mean? What does it mean? Think, be careful before you do something. And the second example, do it well or not at all. The third, imperative negative. Imperative means that start by the first verb, kata kerja pertama or imperative, and followed by negative, mean that you put kata don't or not inside of. For example, don't judge the book from its cover. Or another sentence or another example, don't count the chicken before they are hatched. And fourth, declarative sentences mean that bird or feather flock together. What does it mean? So still have a question, right? Bird or feather flock together. Means that you don't need to translate into one by one like I said. So means that if you have the same interest, you are gathering with your friend. For example, if you're interested in learning English, you gather. You do your homework together at your home with your friends. But now, no gathering because it's very dangerous for you, right? Okay, you're still there, right? Waiting for me? And now let's go going to talk about the characteristic of proverb. The characteristic of proverb is always has meaning. Impossible. Like I said, time is money. Meaning has meaning. And no pain, no gain. Don't judge the book by its cover. It has meaning. And the second is proverb is being often used in every day in our daily life. But this is for the older time, for the older people. But young generation rarely to use this. So that's why we learn proverb, we try to use in our daily life to make unusual things in our life. If you put proverb in your life, in your conversation, so you try to make a life a custom, right? And the third is proverb has moral value. Means that every culture, every region has different culture. They have special expression in their life. And then they want to send or they want to express their idea by saying a proverb means that it has meaning. That's what we're going to say that Sumatra. Sumatra make like a pepatah, and also Sasak language. You can say that in Bahasa Sasak, you can say like the first time when I say that semakin ajak pakai bonca, means that its meaning also we translate into Bahasa Indonesia, we translate into Bahasa English. So how good. My lovely student, by closing this program, I mean to learn English, especially for proverb subject, that also the most important things that when you learn the proverb means that you learn about opportunity of possess that simple reference devices we call majas, like metaphor, personification, hyperbole, paradox, and everything. So I give you example more, and you can find out also from YouTube. And if you want to see the more and try to do your exercise better to understand and comprehensive about my explanation, especially for proverb, you may visit the exercise. Okay. By learning or by studying proverb, mean that also you learn about, you have opportunity to learn about the passages, simple references devices, we call it majas. majas like metaphor, personification, paradox, or another majas in English and also in Bahasa Indonesia. So to prove that you understand or comprehensive about my explanation in Proverb, so you try to visit our website or school website under this address. Okay, you got it? If you write down, if you understand, if you see the address of our school, so I would like to say thank you so much for watching this video, and hopefully you do understand and to do as well the exercise I have given for you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Miss Yuban.